They've sent Andrew a long and detailed letter. In it, they note that he was friends with Epstein back in 1999, but still close to him by 2008, after Epstein had been convicted of procuring a minor for prostitution. They note that they travelled together to Epstein's apartment in New York, to the Queen's residence at Balmoral, and to Epstein's island in the Virgin Islands. And it's on the basis of that close relationship and the content of an email in which Andrew's alleged to have said to Epstein, "We are in this together," that they believe the former Duke of York has questions to answer. The letter has been signed by 16 members of Congress, one of them Representative Subramaniam, and I asked him why, on the basis on which he believes Andrew needs to appear before them on Capitol Hill.
We've been saying this for a while. We wanted to formally invite him to come share his knowledge of what he knows about Jeffrey Epstein's crimes, as well as about the entire criminal enterprise that Ghislaine Maxwell and others were involved in. Based on what victims like Virginia Giuffre have said, it seems very clear that Andrew knew what Jeffrey Epstein was doing and what was involved, and may have been involved himself, but we just want to know what he knows.
What questions specifically do you think he has to answer?
Yeah, well, I want to know what he knew about the entire criminal enterprise. It seemed like he'd been to the island. It seemed like he'd been very engaged and friendly with Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein. And so he must have known a lot about their business dealings. He must have known a lot about the victims and who was victimized, as well as other perpetrators of the crimes. And I would ask him about his involvement as well.
Now, given that this comes from a congressional committee here on Capitol Hill, unsurprisingly, there is some politics at play, because the letter's been signed by 16 Democrats, but there are 47 members of this committee, and some of them are accusing those Democrats of headline grabbing. They say they should be supporting the committee instead to enforce subpoenas against former President Bill Clinton, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. But of course, they believe this matter is serious enough, these Democrats, that they are giving Andrew just until November the 20th to respond. Given that other members of the committee said they don't have the authority to issue this letter, the former Duke of York may feel there is no need to do so.